So how do you protect yourself financially? Here's the best advice I can give you. I lost my job several years ago and I was able to bounce back very quickly, all because I was learning new skills before I lost my job. So you need to prepare for the worst, right? You need to prepare for when bad things happen. So one of the biggest questions I normally get from people, one of the biggest queries, is when people come to me and they say, listen, I need to make money fast, right? Because I lost my job or there's some life change that has happened and now they need to make money in a hurry. And it doesn't work that way. If you are going to, let's say you lose your job, now you're getting into a business venture that you've started. Even if we tell you, or even if someone tells you exactly what business to start, guess what? You still need to learn that business. And to learn anything, it takes a certain amount of time. You need to give yourself the time to actually learn that business. Otherwise, you're going to fail. Most people think that when they leave their job and they start a business, whatever they were making in their job, they're just immediately going to make it from the business that they start because they need to cover the rent. They need to cover all these expenses. It doesn't work like that. Anyone that tells you that is lying to you. This is why people get scammed, because people are looking for quick money, for fast money. So when someone promises them a massive return if they invest a certain amount of money, they jump for it because I don't need to do any work. Someone's going to do it for me and they're going to pay me. Why? Because they're used to someone paying them because they had a job for so many years. Years ago, we had fast food franchises, right? I had 2 fast food franchises. And one of them, the first one, we opened in 2011. We sold it in 2014. Now, when we sold it, the person that bought it from us, that business only lasted 1 year and it closed down. Why do you think that is? Now, we were still speaking to our staff, our old staff, because, we'd become close with some of them. And my wife was basically speaking to them and she said to me, she said, you know what, this business is not going to last. And what did we find out? We found out that the new owner was basically drawing money from the business every day. So every day they would basically come in, see what the takings were. And let's just say the business made 7,000. They would probably take 2,000-3,000 out because that's money for the house. Okay, it doesn't work like that with the business. The business is your baby. You've got to feed that baby first before you feed yourself. And in most cases, it takes a while before you can feed yourself, right? So you first got to get used to that business and see what's needed. Maybe they were only allowed to take 250 or 500 Rand out of the till for that day, but they were taking out thousands and thousands and thousands, and all that drawings killed the business because they were not looking after the business first. Okay, so the moral of the story here is you need to prepare yourself for the worst. So don't wait until the worst happens. Start learning the new skill. So if you're going to get into a certain type of business, start learning it now while you still have the comfort of that job. If you plan to leave your job at a certain point, start learning your your intended business. Learn it while you are working, because there's going to be no time for you to be learning when you quit your job, or you're going to have very limited a very limited amount of time to get to learn that business once you quit, because now you don't have the comfort of an income. Now you've got to pay yourself last, pay your business first, and whatever is left you can basically get. So do that. Make sure you're keeping yourself skilled before you actually need those skills.